And welcome to another Throwback Thursday at dolallycrafts. This is the card we're making today. As you can see, I'm using the Special Reason stamp and die combo that came out, I think it was during Celebration last year. I absolutely love this set and I was really disappointed it didn't carry over. As you can see, this is a prototype and it's a book form of card. I'm going to make a bit of a change on this. I'm going to actually have the book form come out just a little bit wider so there's more room for the flowers. But yes, this is the card we're making today, so let's get on with it. The colours I'll be using are Pear Pizzazz and So Saffron. As I said, it's the Special Reason stamp set and the dies that came in the bundle. All of the pieces here, and you can find all of the measurements and everything over on my blog. So we'll start off by die cutting the inlay and the large die. So I will be back in a moment. Okay, now that I've got the large piece cut out with the die, I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. I'll get those out in a moment. So I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. So there we go. I knew there was another piece around here somewhere. This is layering white Whisper White cardstock, which is a lot better to do the flowers in. So I will bring in my classic ink in the So Saffron, and I'm going to stamp 2 of the flowers, the large flowers, in the So Saffron, and then 1 of the smaller flowers also in the So Saffron, and that's why I need the outline stamps cut. Now I also need to stamp and die cut with the Pear Pizzazz 2 of the larger leaves and 5 of the smaller leaves. I'll actually stamp another one of those because I've done that wrong. Nope, still done it wrong. Still too close. I'll get it right. Yeah, keep making it too close to the score line. Okay, I shall return in a moment once I've cut them all out. Okay, I'm back and I have everything cut out. As you can see, I took the centre piece and then cut it out with the smaller frame so it can be mounted in the centre like so. Okay, so I'll just move this out the way for a moment, and all the leaves have now been cut out, so I'll move those aside for a moment, and I'm going to bring in the inside card base, which is this piece here. I'm going to fold it in half and give it a good burnishing there so that it's nice and creased in the middle there. And then I'm going to bring my paper trimmer to do is 1 inch from the top and 1 inch from the bottom. I'm going to cut 2 inches in, or 2 1/4 inches in, so it's just over it's 1 1/4 inches from the edge, and I will cut it there, and then do the same thing here, so 1 1/4 inches from the edge. I'm going to bring that in another inch, so I'm measuring it 1 inch from the top and bottom, and then 1 1/4 inches from the edge, and cutting it there. So we've got that centerpiece is now being cut completely, as you can see. So set that aside, bring in my trimmer, and what I'm going to do is put a line. The reason I'm using the other trimmer is because the blade needs replacing in this one, and I don't want fluffies. So now I'm going to bring in a score tool and score down from one cut to the other, and then flip it round and do the same thing again from one cut down to the other, like so. I don't know where that stray bead came from. And now I'm going to actually move it in by 1/4 of an inch. So it's sitting currently at just under, I think it's 6 3/8. So I'm going to bring it in so that it's 6 1/8. No, that's not it. So it must be 6 inches. And I'm going to score down again. So that's approximately a centimetre in from the top measurements, which means that it is, let's see, if that is 8/16, so it's 7/16 that you bring it in and score again there, and that is going to give us a book fold in the centre. So move that out the way and move that out the way, and then bring this in, and I want to valley then mountain fold and score, sorry, not score, but burnish both of those, and then do the same. First a valley, and then the second one in it is a mountain fold, and score, sorry, not score, burnish both of those. I'm just going to burnish over the cut lines. Even though I don't have furries, I do have ridges because it's a very sharp blade. So there we go. We have our book fold there, and that's where our flowers are going to go. Now before I put our flowers on, well, I'm just going to pop them there for a moment, like so, and the other one will sit there. And I'm going to put the sentiments down the bottom here. In this one, I had them up the top there. In this, I want both of them down the bottom. So I'm going to bring the sentiments in, and I'm going to try and read them. My eyesight's not the best for small writing, but I was going to do them in So Saffron, but I won't. I'll do them in Pear Pizzazz. It will make it easier to read. So I'll bring the first one in, and that one will go just there. And because I've got the other stamp there, there's no rocking on that, so I won't have any marks above or below. Now I'm going to bring my Stampin' scrub in and just give this a quick wash because I don't want it to leave any marks. There we go. And then I will ink up the other one and bring that in and pop that just there. And once again, because the other rubber stamp's down the bottom, there's no rocking. So there we go. They're not exactly straight, but that's because I'm not looking straight over the top. Otherwise my head would be in the way of the camera. So okay, that's where they really are. Oh well, they'll have to do. It's because I can't see over them properly. Now we bring these in, and I'm going to put a bit of fast fuse on that one and just stick it there. Make sure when it's folded, even if it is up, it will still be hidden, and it will. So that's that one. Do the same with this one. I'll move that one down a bit to there. This one will be on top. Whoops, throwing them around. And I'm just going to pop that one there, but being mindful, I don't want it caught in the crease there. So they will all sit quite nicely, even when the card's folded. So pop them back down again. And we're going to bring in 2 of the large leaves and 2 of the small leaves for inside. A little bit of fast fuse. And just pop them underneath the flower, once again being mindful that they're nowhere near the crease, because we don't want them to stop the card from folding. And we'll bring this one in and just pop it down. I need to bring that in a bit more. There we go. That's like that. And then these 2 little ones, one here, and I'm going to have another one right next to it. Like so. There's the inside of the card done, and there's still plenty of room to write your message, top and bottom, or you can write it on the back of the card. Now, to pop it inside the card, we need fast fuse down one side. Bring the card base in and give that a good burnishing. Open it up. So we need that level, top and bottom there. Bring that over and close it, and then flip it over. Open the top, and there we go. Bring that back over and give it a good crease down, and there is the card inside, all done. Now to decorate the outside. We will bring in my dimensionals, and this is where I go slightly overboard. Bruno Bertucci would love me. He's my upline's husband and is famous in the Stampin' Up world for going overboard with his use of Stampin' dimensionals. Hi Bruno, if somebody ever tags you in this video, know you're being thought of. Okay, so we'll now peel the backing. Just make sure all of those are down nice and tight. And I'm only taking the backing off some of them. Reason being, the majority of them are only there for support. They're not actually there to make sure that this stays on the front of the card, because realistically only one of them needs to be peeled off for them to stick to the card. These are really strong adhesive. So we'll bring that in and make sure we have that exactly in the middle, like so. And then we're going to bring this one in and put another couple of dimensionals on the back. Give them a good squeeze and peel the backing off. Now for placement, no, I don't know where my craft knife's gone, so I'm going to use my paper snips for placement to try and make sure I get an even border all the way around. That looks good. All these backings. Do you ever find these all over your house? I find them everywhere in my place. The backing of dimensionals, these little hexagons, show up in the most unusual places. Okay, once again a bit of fast fuse on the back of our leaves. One there. Whoops. and another one on top of it, and then I'm just going to place another one down the bottom here, like so. And I didn't do it on the sample card, but I'm going to put a pearl in the center there, and then I have a string of pearls here which I'm going to add underneath the sentiment on the front, just like that. And I think that looks beautiful. Okay, now where did I put the original card? It's disappeared on my desk. I know it was pink. There we go. So there's the original, and there's the one we've made today. I hope you've enjoyed these, and you'll give them a go making them yourself if you do have the Special Reasons stamp and die set. Just make sure when you're folding them that they actually fold so that there's the crease in the middle there, and that way when they open up, the recipient will have them jump up in their face, like so. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's card and we'll give it a go. Remember, if you really liked this video, please share it with your friends. I'm aching to get to that 1,000 subscribers by the 18th of Feb. Okay, join me on Sunday for another special folds, flips and folds card. I'm scouring the internet for variations on different cards that I can give a go to share with you. Okay, until then, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.